All right, good Tuesday morning. Thanks for catching our weather live stream. I'm Chief Meteorologist Steve Beylon in the First Alert Weather Center. You know, I gotta tell you, I feel like I don't even know what day it is anymore because our weather schedules are kind of all jumbled since we're down a meteorologist. I've been working a lot of Sundays, and Sunday mornings kind of feel like Mondays. So to me, this feels like Wednesday, but it's not. It's Tuesday. I got it straight. Don't worry. We're gonna be cool. I got it all figured out. We're starting off our Tuesday morning, and I'm gonna give you a live shot of our Manitowoc sky cam. Looks like we've got a partly sunny sky. It's 51 degrees. Whoa, 51. I mean, that's about as warm as an average high temperature. High temperature would be just a couple days away from Halloween. It's going to be one of those weird days today. So today we're looking for a round of record high temperatures across northeast Wisconsin. We're aiming for a high of 81 in Green Bay. That is way above average. You'll see how far above average that is in just a minute. Skies will be partly cloudy. We've got breezy southwest winds propelling those temperatures up, and away. Today's record high in Green Bay, 77, back in 1937. Long-standing weather record, probably going to shatter sometime around lunchtime today. So right now it is 67 degrees in Green Bay. Think about this. It is in the 8 o'clock hour. It's October 29th, and we are just 10 degrees away from tying a record high. 60s in the Fox Valley, 50s in the north. It's 70 right now in Sheboygan. There is a warm front that is in the area, and it's where the 50s meet the 60s, that snaking line from about Manitowoc County into Fox Valley and back into central Wisconsin. That's where that warm front is. It's the leading edge of this balmy air mass, which is flowing northward into the area. So, First Alert Pinpoint Predictor has our high temperatures getting up to around 80 or so in the Fox Valley. Not quite as warm across the North Woods, but still low to mid 70s. And you're looking at the high temperatures getting up into the mid to upper 70s towards the Lake Michigan shoreline. Now, I almost forgot to activate this graphic. I wanted to show it to you here. Compared to average, it's going to skip. I caught it. There we go. Compared to average. Now remember, average is 52. Our high temperatures today will be about 25 to 30 degrees above normal. So that's some pretty impressive, unusual warm air for late October. Now, this warm air is coming in with gusty southwest winds, which through the afternoon will probably be up around 30 miles an hour. But here's the thing. That wind plus the relatively dry air and, of course, the dry ground because of the drought that is lingering in northeast Wisconsin, that means more high to very high fire danger across the state. And I just first alerted folks on the 24/7 Weather Channel, and I'm first alerting you here that the Wisconsin DNR has raised our fire danger risk in northeast Wisconsin from high to very high. So, you know, we've been talking about this a lot this fall. Please avoid any outdoor burning. Be careful using any machinery that can throw a spark. People who drive ATVs, for example, sometimes they spark, and then those sparks land in a dry, grassy field, and all of a sudden the brush catches fire and everything. If you're using a chainsaw, be careful with those. If you're using a gas grill, be careful with those. If you have a truck that is dragging something behind it like a trailer and there's metal chains involved, make sure they're not scraping across the asphalt, creating sparks. That all of a sudden causes a big problem for local firefighters who are all of a sudden called into action because of an accident. So we want to make sure that at the very high fire danger, there's no issues with that. All right, our next weather maker. So there's a very active weather pattern that's developing, kind of some wild weather for Wisconsin. Tomorrow we're going to get even stronger southwest winds that could be gusting as high as 40 miles an hour. More record highs. We'll get a round of record highs today, a round of record highs tomorrow, and then a cold front moves through, giving us rain and thunderstorms. That's Wednesday night going into Thursday, which is Halloween. So here's our satellite and radar combo, and you can see there's some showers in northwestern Wisconsin, but most of the rain is back across the northern plains. Do you see the snow in Wyoming and Colorado? Well, yeah, the air is much colder behind that front, but ahead of that boundary, it feels like summer across the Midwest, the Great Lakes, And then there's cooler autumn air oozing its way out of Canada behind that front into the Dakotas. So with the clash of the air masses, there's going to be a lot of wind out there. So tomorrow, first alert pinpoint predictor shows southwest winds gusting around 30 to 40 miles an hour. We'll have partly sunny skies tomorrow. You know, there could be a stray shower during the day, but most of the rain is going to be near that frontal boundary. And in the afternoon, it's going to be northwest of the Fox Valley. Look at that. You see some of those embedded thunderstorms where you get the orange and the red colors there on Pinpoint Predictor. So a lot of that heavier weather is going to be northwest of the valley. There's 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. And then that front pushes in our direction, and that rain and thunderstorm activity moves east slowly towards the Fox Cities, Green Bay, and eventually towards the lakeshore. But the rain in general kind of lightens up as it moves to the east. So the heaviest rain is going to be northwest. The lightest rain is going to be to the southeast. I want to talk about Thursday because Thursday is Halloween, and obviously that's a big day for a lot of families. We're going to have some showers around, especially from Green Bay and to the north. And keep in mind that by then the front is past, and we're going to have a north wind ushering in cooler weather. In fact, cold enough where, a snowy scare develops across north central Wisconsin. So this is 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon. That's when a lot of towns open up their trick-or-treat hours. There'll be some showers around north of the Fox Cities, but if you go northwest of Lakewood, there's going to be some wet snowflakes flying around. Now, it's pretty doubtful that really accumulates very much because the ground's pretty warm. But yeah, if you're in the Rhinelander area over towards Crandon, trick-or-treaters may be going door to door with some snow flying around. Wisconsin in late October, you're so funny. All right, so here's first alert pinpoint predictors, rainfall forecast through Thursday. The heaviest rain will be northwest of the Fox Cities, 1 to as much as 3 inches of rain. This is sorely overdue. I mean, we've got severe drought conditions up there. I kind of wish this arrived a couple months earlier in the season, but, you know, better late than never. Rainfall totals will be lighter as you work your way southeast. Look at that range. Like, not even 1/10 of an inch of rain from Sheboygan to about 3 inches of rain over towards Lakewood. So a lot of feast or famine as these showers and thunderstorms come through Wednesday night into Thursday. So there's your first alert, super 7-day forecast. 81 today. The record is 77 in Green Bay. Tomorrow, a high of 78. The record is 75. That was set back in 1901, by the way. Then the front comes through. Showers, thunderstorms Wednesday night. Rain at times on Thursday. Wet snow far northwest. Breezy, cooler, 55 and heading down. And then it looks like seasonable weather for Friday. The weekend highs will be either at or above 50 degrees. Oh, by the way, this is the weekend where the clocks fall back an hour. So hopefully you'll gain an extra hour of sleep. But I doubt I get an extra hour of sleep because I've got a cat and he's going to think, time to feed me. Hello, my cat Goose. Hello, Goose. Have you ever heard of falling back an hour? Daylight saving time versus daylight or standard time? My cat isn't going to understand it. He's not going to care. Speaking of cats, meow. Our first alert black cat is looking at the Halloween forecast. So for trick-or-treaters, tomorrow, check that, Thursday evening, rain, Green Bay and north. If you go far northwest, it switches over to wet snow. Temperatures will probably be in the upper 40s, so it's going to be cool and damp and breezy. And regardless, I hope families have fun across northeast Wisconsin. And here's a first alert update, Packers versus the Lions. Now, we have rain in the Sunday forecast. Some of the data that I was looking at this morning suggested that it's more likely in the morning and less likely in the afternoon. So maybe, fingers crossed, a break in the rain. 3:25 at Lambeau Field. That's when the Packers kick off against Detroit. Temperatures dropping down through the 50s with a fairly light southeast wind around 5 to 10 miles an hour. There it is, the QR code of QR codes. So scan that with your camera phone. You can download our free app, WBAY First Alert Weather, to your electronic device. Lots of good stuff in there to help you out throughout the day with multiple video updates. Our team is watching the weather, keeping you first alerted to all the changes. And this guy does a lot of first alerting. Mr. Keith Gibson, he's actually going to be here in a couple hours. Actually, probably less than that. I'll bet you he's here in about an hour or less, getting ready to put the details together on your forecast on Action 2 News at noon. And he's also on Action 2 News at 4 today. All right, so that is our weather, and pretty wild stuff as we wrap up. October. It probably will be a little bit more typical as we go into early November. Temperatures look to be fairly seasonable, and there will be some rain chances. It looks like we are going to have, I would say, a fair amount of highs in the 50s early next week. We could see highs closer to 60 as we get into Election Day. By the way, Election Day has a chance of rain. You know what? If you want to avoid rain on Election Day, it may not be a bad idea to vote early. Vote early. And yes, if you wait till Tuesday, you're probably going to have to deal with some showers. All right, thanks for watching our First Alert live stream from the First Alert Weather Center. Action 2 News mid-morning is coming up at 9 o'clock. That's about 15 minutes from now. And you can hopefully watch, and Aisha Morales and I will be happy that you're joining us. All right, have a good day. Try to get out and enjoy this warm weather. If you're a fan of fall, I know you're probably a little frustrated, but I promise you at the end of the week, you'll be rewarded for your patience. All right, have a great day. See you around.